Just waiting for someone to come in. I've put this off long enough and need to go ahead and take care of it and complete this task. So, hey there, how you doing, baby giant? Waiting for a few more people to come in. We're gonna go ahead and get this party started. Sorry, trying to move this back to the beginning. Okay, all right, cool. Y'all are in my work office today. This is when I work from home. So this is where y'all will be today. How's it going, baby John? What you working on? Today we're kind of going to go over some stuff in which I've been promising to do. I have a analyzation of DTF and white toner. I think we've been talking about it for a minute, and I just kind of want to go over something that I ran across this week that was really just out of the blue, that this is becoming a topic again about DTF and white toner. I had to push back the time because I was trying to get my dinner on and I was late starting it, so it kind of ran a little bit over my time. Chilling out tonight for a change. Oh, where you going? Where you headed? Out on the town. Share. Okay. Stationary City. I'm about to. Okay, I'm about to use that one. Stationary City. I love it. Cool beans. Cool beans. Trying to reach out to a few people. Making sure they know that I was on. Okay. I sent that over. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and start going into this. Okay. So earlier this week, I think we kind of talked. Oh, was it last week? We kind of went into. Let me turn the light on so you guys can see a little bit better. I went into the avenue of talking about my white toner printer. And I think it kind of sparked a lot of people, just want to know more and more about it because we talk about it, but we always don't get a clear understanding of white toner printer printing or white toner DTF printing. Some people call it white toner, some people call it white toner DTF. Uh, it has been widely overlooked because I think what ended up happening was sublimation came out and it just like bam, everybody was doing sublimation. And then, you had DTF that was approaching fastly but not picking up a whole lot of speed. Then some people were jumping on the white toner who could afford or finance those machines. And then on top of that, then you had DTF that was picking up traction, just steady picking up traction. It was like sublimation's up here, white toner was right here, and DTF was way back here, and then all of a sudden it just started getting to where it was the same as DTF, and everybody figured that they can convert their printers over and not have to buy the actual DTF. I mean the actual white toner, and then they would go on um, to do their thing with converted machines. And then so it surpassed, the knowledge or the popularity of white toner. And it became a little bit more on the lines right behind sublimation. And then sublimation, we kind of started taking a back seat because a lot of people don't like to use polyester shirts, or you couldn't do it on nothing but lighter colors, and trying to hack it over into getting it on darker color shirts was somewhat of a challenge, or whatever the case may be. So it kind of surpassed because you didn't have to worry about all those things. However, there were some downsides to DTF, which with anything there are downsides. With white toner, it's cost. Cost is a factor for white toner. It's a little bit costly in the beginning, but over time, I think it averages out with DTF if you look at it from the perspective of not having to buy cartridges so often, or you having to just pay that cost of maybe getting the papers, the A and B sheets, or whatever the case may be. It works out in that favor. So I heard an interview. This is how this whole started. I heard an interview, and the interview was on point. So we're going to jump right into this interview and go into it. It is with A-Dub Productions and T-Shirt Buddy. I think his name is Ruben, but they call him T-Shirt Buddy. So I just kind of want to give you a little bit of what that's about. Okay, so we're going to go there. Okay. Is the sound coming through? No. Why isn't the sound coming through? Let's see if I can get the sound. Oh, it's trying to play through my Yeti microphone. So hold on. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So, of course, everybody should know this is A-Dub Productions right here, and this is the guy Ruben, who is known as T-Shirt Buddy. Okay, so I'm gonna skip over to a certain portion here, and oh, okay, Tay Tampa, how you doing, honey bun? Fixing your printer is giving you problems. It's giving you problems? Okay. Well, hope everything works out and you're okay. No printer issues. So we're gonna skip over to making this to I want to say we're going to go down to the first point that he made that I wanted to make sure everyone heard, and that it's about right in here. And we're going to press play. We'll go back just a little bit to give you a little black story. Okay. I'm going to go back a little bit. Mhm. Okay, so that answers a lot of questions for people who say that they have difficulties with white toner. White toner is an A and B marrying process. I think I kind of did that one for you, but I just want to kind of go back over it. So you have the A sheet, in which you print the print on, which that's what I showed you guys before, and then you have the B sheet, which is the white backing that goes and puts the white on the back of that actual document, but the opposite side of that has the adhesive to adhere to the actual garment. So once you do that, you have to marry those sheets, and then you take it and pull that sheet off of there. So therefore you have your transfer. That's why they call it a DTF transfer, because it's the same thing. It's just that you're not having to do all the extra things that you would do for a DTF printer. They are pretty much exactly alike in so many facets. I mean, I've always thought that it was somewhat similar, but when I heard someone say the other day when I was looking at an actual video, and he said the white toner DTF, I said, "Bam, it makes sense." I've always kind of thought it, but it actually wasn't. Okay, so that kind of answers that question. So it doesn't take a lot to learn that. Okay, so let's keep going here a little bit. So no sound is coming through when I'm playing the video? None? Oh wow, that's crazy. Are you hearing me? Are you guys hearing me? Can anyone? Okay, you can hear me, but you can't. When I play this video, let me play it and press play. You don't hear it. Y'all hear it now? Okay. Okay. So I'm not hearing anything from her. Okay, so for whatever reason, it's not showing, it's not letting you guys hear the video. Okay, so let me see if I can do this a different way. Okay, I'll get you guys this video. Okay. All right, so let me get to the video. I'm gonna pull it up from my phone and let you guys hear it. I'll play it from here, but you guys can actually see it from there. Okay. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. They're the fancier. They fancier. He knows what. Can you guys hear this? But the majority of people I see online, yep, fancier studio, yep, that one right there. Can y'all guys hear it? Hear that? Those inexpensive presses, and those things last. Those things. 2018, I got back into the white toner, right? And my buddy had got, I think it was the 800. It was the bigger model because we were doing 11 by 17s. Can you hear it now? For sure, right? And so, yeah, I was like, you know what? You know, maybe I can do the white toner, but I can, start again and just go white toner route. And so anyway, when you got into white toner, like how difficult was it for you to get used to that A to B process? At the beginning, it was hard. It took me a couple tries. Like when you say a couple tries, like a week, a month, how get into? 2 days. 2 days. Okay, so you were consistently trying and you didn't give up. You messed up. How many transfers did you mess up before you got it down? Probably just a couple. I mean, it wasn't that, because remember, I was already familiar with it from years prior. So, but when I got mine, so COVID and all the other stuff, I started to build this business. I got the iColor 550, and that's a whole other crazy story right there. And through that story, me and Richie's in the comments, by the way, under Brands and Empires. What's going on, Richie? Excuse me. Shout out to Richie. So we connected, but so I got the iColor 550 and took a couple tries to do the mirroring. Mm-hmm. And I can honestly say, look at your heat press, because I had gotten an Amazon heat press at that time, right? And I didn't care about checking temperatures and everything under the with heat gun, and that was messing my transfers up. I honestly still don't. Yeah. See, I think because this is the thing. This is the thing, right? With heat presses and checking temperature and stuff, I know there's a lot of people going to say it matters, it doesn't matter, and you probably say, like you said, it matters. But at the end of the day, there are people online working with a trillion different types of heat press, and the majority of crafters, to be honest, probably don't have a fancy heat press. They probably have a what's that brand on Amazon? Fan. It starts with an S. S. I was just going to say it's tricky. So, as you very well see, you don't necessarily have to have a fancy heat press to do anything. It almost reminds us of that information we received from Boss Lady in reference to you, the small business owner, are on the same level as these big companies, in which you can and are succeeding, being successful in your business because your quality is on that same level. So don't think that your little small, whatever press it is you have, if it's from Amazon or if it's a Cricut or whatever it is, I don't know, but you are on the same level. You're doing the same quality as work and putting out the same amount of things that these people are doing. So we're going to go on to another little section in which I want to kind of bring up a certain point right there. I think that's right there.
White toner too. But I knew that DTF was going to be what it is today. I knew it. I got my ass whooped for years about it, and thank God that it's where it's at today. If I was to tell somebody today, I would never advise anybody to get into an industrial printer like the ones that I have. Oh, I see the comment there. Sublimation and DTF. Sublimation has been around a long time.
Yeah, he's saying it is
a long time.
Sublimation. I wonder, is it really new in Italy, or is it just that you might be just finding out? I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sublimation goes way back. Yeah.
Right. People been doing sublimation since forever, like with garments and stuff like that. Most of the sports uniforms are done. Period. Like, and they cut. And they print that stuff and then they sew it together. But wait, so why don't you, Ruben? Because you're like a DTF guru. I mean, you're a sublimation like expert, right? Because you've been doing it for so long. Not sublimation, white toner expert. White toner. Been doing white toner so long. What are some benefits, white toner versus DTF?
Well, I mean, DTF still isn't at the point yet. Well, let me take that back. They have UV DTF now, right? So with UV DTF, you're able to do mugs and things like that and stickers. But with the white toner, the benefits.
That's a whole nother machine, though.
That's a whole nother machine. Right. Yeah, but with the white toner,
right?
All in one. Great tattoos. You got stickers. You can do sublimation on your white toner. You can do metallics. You can do there's a bunch of stuff you can do on the white toner. And the beautiful part about the white toner, no maintenance. If you get into a DTF machine, we're talking maintenance. We're talking having to babysit these things, so that they don't clog on you. The white toner, I have left that thing off for 2 months, 3 months. Like, I can leave it as long as I want.
Same here. Because white toner dealing with toner versus ink, right?
Inks.
Yeah. What was I gonna say, man? You.
Okay, so did y'all hear that? Did you guys hear what I have been saying for the last, I think, this is week 2? I left my printer off for 3.5 months. I cranked it up. It got up to the temperature it needed to get to, and it printed. No questions asked. No issues, no problems. And for me, I needed to work when I needed to work, not when I got to go do maintenance. I got to do this. I have a lot of things I have going on that I sometimes I'm not going to be able to use that machine every time. So this was a win-win for me. And I think this is the reason I didn't go the DTF route. I had the opportunity to do so, but I switched and I went to white toner. So just want to kind of give you guys that heads up there. Okay.
Let me think. Mugs. So just to let everybody know, you can do everything with the white toner, like as far as from shirts to mugs, but you do have to change the toner. You do have to change the toner, and you have to use hard surface transfer paper when you want to do mugs versus the regular transfer paper, the A to B. Right. Yeah, you got to use hard surface transfer paper. So you do have to buy a certain type of paper to do hard surfaces like mugs. But what I like about it is you can do it on any mug. You don't need a sublimation mug. You can just grab a white mug from a dollar store and just get busy. That's a video I've been wanting to do for a long time on the channel, but I haven't done it. But I'm still heavy.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different things. I got a pamphlet on just the stuff. I'm doing some work with somebody else right now that does some white toner stuff, and I'm hoping that we can show it soon.
Yeah.
He's amazing with the white toner. And again, with the white toner is there. I mean, plenty of differences where the white toner, to me, I think Richie's on here. We had this conversation a million times. Where the white toner fails us is the cost. of this paper, where
the point I was going to get to.
That's-
A white toner printer versus a DTF printer. It's I guess on its same level. I think. What? How would you compare it? Because the white toner, you got the 11 by 17, right, or the 8.5 by 11.
8.5 by 11. Yeah. Unless you use like Smart Cut, you can piece it together and stuff.
Now, what's comparable? What would be a DCF, like a Prestige or Uninet? What would be a fair comparison to a white toner printer in general, like a starter white toner transfer printer versus a starter DTF machine? Price wise, what would you say is more affordable? I mean, it's obvious. I already know, but I want to get
affordable machine, white toner. Affordable, yeah. It's a low cost entry point. With a white toner, I can get an iColor 550.
How much is the iColor 560?
Probably, I think right now they were like 30 some hundred, maybe 40 something hundred in the whole package.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the price.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, $36.95 for a 560,
mm-hmm.
and $4,000 for a DTF 1000, the 1000, model. But remember, I'm dealing in the bigger format printer. Again, so prices aren't too far off, right? However, what do you want to do for maintenance? And then this is the thing: I can get cheaper paper on a DTF than I can a white toner. I don't. The white toner, as much as I love the white toner, like I love that thing, right? But I can't see myself paying $200 and something plus for 100 sheets of paper, and that's not the best paper. I don't want to pay $400 something for the best paper that the white.
And on top
100 sheets.
And on top of that, even though the white toner prints really, really fast.
Sorry, Richie.
There's so many. Rich is the white toner expert. I wish we could three-way him on here, but listen, white toner is. I've seen you print some very, very vibrant images with your white toner and put on shirts, and I was very, very impressed because I can never get mine like quite. I get mine in pop, but not quite as pop-alicious as yours, right?
Yeah, but there's tricks to it. There's you see the white toner also to cut you off is that you're gonna get a paper fill. If I'm for instance, this example is this, right? Excuse the finger at all. Yeah. If I print this on a white toner, you're gonna feel that. This is on my
Guys, our sirens are going off. We got a storm that's coming through. I got one other point I will make. I've already got my vehicles uncovered, so I should be okay. One other point I want to make, and I'm going to get to it, because this is a very, very big point that he made.
Can you just explain that to everybody? I don't know if that made it sound better to you guys or if it made it sound worse. You didn't help your case right there, bro. Because now,
I know.
Laminator, but most people that's another expense. You know what I mean? And we'll be
the Amazon one was $12, so you want to spend $12 on that laminator, hey.
Powerful laminators. What we're trying to get to here is both.
That might be Brooke, Heat Transfer Warehouse. That's actually a really interesting question. How fast can you print 100 DTF prints compared to 100 white toner prints? You can't even compete. DTF does not come close. I can print 100 white toner prints immediately, but I still got to marry the process.
That's not fair. Exactly, because Brooke, or Heat Transfer Warehouse. It's not a fair question to ask because we're talking about printers, but that print from the white toner is not ready to go. The DTF print, if you have the shaker baker oven, is ready to go, right? But I guess so from start to finish, because both of them have a step you have to do. Because if you have a standalone DTF printer, then you gotta put the powder on, then you gotta bake it, right? But if you have a white toner, you gotta marry it. So from start to finish, one sheet. I think that's a very, very a better question to ask. From start to finish, what sheet gets done faster? I guess. So if I was to have a
contact with someone printing 100 sheets on DTF and me doing 100 transfers on white toner, I'll win on the white toner all day long. All day.
I don't think so.
I promise you, because
I promise you won't. Here's the reason why.
Yeah, I would.
I'm gonna tell you why you won't. I'm gonna tell you why you wouldn't. And respectfully, I respect you, but I know you're skilled at this and all of that. But skill doesn't matter when you have to wait for your heat press to press it. How many seconds?
Well, I mean, it depends. Some people do 120. I don't. I keep mine probably at maybe 60 seconds or something, 60, 70 seconds. Yeah, but so yes, as long as my heat press is going, because see, I mean, obviously, you know, you want to have your stuff in order. So if I'm printing 100 sheets, then I know, look, I'm popping them right on, one after another, keep them on top of each other, right? And I'm popping them. You know, I got 2 heat presses. I mean, I guess it's fair to say I have 2 heat presses. So, you know, it's nothing, like 60 seconds, 70 seconds a pop. I'm flying to the next one, right? Whereas this is fair to say too, is it depends on which DTF printer you have. So maybe I'm
Okay,
speaking
I'm gonna get to the point I want to get to. I think
I'm
it's right here.
to the aspect of, like, do people really care whether you're using a supercolor transfer versus whether we're printing out of our DTF machines now?
This is the part.
Because I'm really starting to think that, like, we're approaching a point where, like, and you said it. You said, like, yo, we're small guys. We're competing with these transfer companies because. So I'm like, that's where my question stems from. It's like, does it really matter? Does it really matter that Supercolor has better, bigger equipment? Or, like, I keep on saying Supercolor because they've promoted themselves so much.
Yeah.
Like,
well, can we be honest? How honest can we be, bro?
we can be honest, man.
This is my opinion.
Mhm.
So please don't shoot me, anybody.
Mhm.
The reason Supercolor is who Supercolor is today is because of people like me, you, and the folks that are watching this piece right now.
100%.
So if we can make Supercolor what they are today, in our community, let's keep it, you know, 1,000 here is, I'll say his name, Stan, T-shirt side hustle.
Right.
Stan, even though I knew of Supercolor prior to Stan,
Yeah.
Stan gave them the biggest gift that you can ever give, is that he walked them into our community, right? And I mean that respectfully, right? So, you know, they you know, Supercolor got the card because of Stan,
Yeah.
right? And so if Stan can do that, now mind you, and when and you know, I don't try to play the color thing. I'm just so honest, man. Even if it, you know, if it comes off harsh to some folks, trust me, it's not. I'm just honest because the only way I can build and understand what I'm doing is by being honest with myself and, you know, folks being honest with me.
And see what can be behind. Like,
right. But, you know, when you look at, that's not to say that, you know, white community versus brown community, you know, but check this out. We, because of where we come from, and when I say Stan walked them into the community, I'm talking about mine, maybe the less fortunate, maybe those that are holding on to the money a little bit tighter, maybe during COVID when he really pushed them, the folks that didn't see money like that before, that were getting these unemployment checks, we were, you know, the community that's a little tighter to spend unless we know we're going to make something back, right? So that was what Stan gave to Supercolor. Right. And I'm not going to make it a Stan conversation, but if he can do that, you know, and we followed suit because, you know, someone from our community, per se, told us how great they were, you know, he helped us in believing, you know, that their product was, you know, the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Now,
excuse me.
Let me ask you, since you're talking about that, since we're on
Yeah.
this, and why did he do that?
Why did Stan do that?
Great question.
Man, I can't speak on that. I can't speak on that man, that stuff. Yeah, Stan. Okay, so I'll play devil's advocate. So one, obviously,
did y'all hear all that?
Yeah, they get paid. But
right, it makes sense.
But he's not stupid.
Right.
Yeah, he's not a stupid man. Yeah.
At all.
He had to get paid, but two, he believed in their products enough, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Right. And so at the same time, you got to look at what he was trying to do too. Like there were people he was trying to bring in, you know. He did try to take some folks in there to become influencers and things like that. We're not gonna get into the whole thing.
Let's you know, because we're about to go down that rabbit hole, and that's
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna slow down. So I'm just gonna say, but the main thing that he did is he helped the community believe in this company so much.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know what's funny? And I'm saying it how it is. I worked with Supercolor. I've been to the facilities, whatever else.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking them folks at all. I love my relationship, my friendship with the owner, you know?
Right.
But Supercolor is not in my community. So when we talk DTF transfers, when we talk whatever, when we talk the business, if I have the capability of producing you a transfer just as good as Supercolor, right? And I'm in the community, man, support here. I'm gonna support you before I support. And that's the lesson that I learned throughout this whole entire thing is there's people that are able to do.
I think that's the big point here, right? I think that's
bro. We can do the same exact thing.
Yeah,
we right. Just choose to believe in these big old companies before ourselves.
We need to bring each other in,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
We need to bring each other in, and we need to bring each other in, and that will be more beneficial to us
mm-hmm.
than if we did the other thing that we were doing before.
But wait, but you also take into consideration, not every company is like that, you know. And I say that because I'm starting to find because you have to take but take other companies in consideration. At least for me, the companies that I choose to work with that understand, right, is I love my partnership. Not because she's on here. I love Brooke. I mean, I love Brooke to death. Even if I didn't work with Heat Transfer Warehouse. Oh, man. They care. You know, that's my family. They care.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, you know, if I, look, Heat Transfer Warehouse, they never forget. And they're never like that with everybody.
They take the time.
Yeah, my son's birthday, my son's graduation month. Like they just take the time to know you.
Yes,
you know, and they're huge. They got a million other people that they can focus on, but they take the time to know everybody, every particular person. You know, and that's who I choose to want to work with them and push
with that stuff. I wonder how they. They got to have some type of calendar, like you know what I mean, like
something. But their office isn't huge.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a million people over there. There's a handful, and they never forget. Whereas, and again, not a knock to.
Did you hear that? I mean, these are things that I think I've been preaching to you guys. Like, I didn't say preaching. I've been informing you guys for the last couple of days. We as influencers, we as crafters, we as the actual DIYers in this business can produce and can be in competition with the actual companies. We are not just crafters. We are businesses. We have got to put ourselves in that position to maintain our businesses and produce quality product every time. Not one time, but every time. Because if you're going to be in the same level or on the same level as a corporation or a business that has been around and produce the same product, you have to do that every time. So do that. And although we are influenced by some of these influencers to get these equipments and things of that nature, you have to make sure that this is something you are really going to invest and produce money with this. It doesn't make sense for it to sit on the shelf in your room, in your closet, under a table, in a box, and you're not using it. If you're not using it, you need to put it on Marketplace, eBay, Craigslist, whatever it is that you got out there in the garage groups or whatever, and sell it and get your money back as much as you can, because it's not doing you no justice, and you can spend that money on something for your kids or your family, or doing something that's for the betterment of your household. It doesn't make sense. If you're not using it, get it out of your house, because it doesn't make sense to keep it. The more you keep it, the more it depreciates, and somebody else is not going to buy it when you put it out there for the price that you really want to get it for, because you think that you've actually deserved to get it for what you pay for it. The value is gone. It's not valuable to anybody but yourself. And you don't hold any stock in it anymore because you didn't use it for what you bought it for. So at this point, you're wasting your time, my time, and anybody else's time that you actually, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. You're not doing it. So why have it? I mean, I'm speaking that not just to you, but I'm talking to me too. I have equipment that I haven't used. I need to do something with it. I need to sell it or do something with it. Believe me, you're not hearing this just for you. I'm hearing it too. So I'm not getting on you by yourself. I'm getting on me too. The other thing that he talked about with influencers doing the things they do, they get paid for doing these items. Don't get me wrong. Some of them tell you they get commissions on things, and some of them don't tell you they get commissions. But when you go out and you buy all these things with their links and things, they get a commission for that. And every time they get a commission for it, they get a new device in their place that they're not paying for. They may not tell you they're not paying for it, but they get it and they're not paying for it. So don't think that these people are coming up with a whole lot of money and making actual sales from things that they do in their business and going out. Not all of them. Some of them are and some of them are not. So don't get it twisted and saying, hey, they're not doing this. Some of them do business. Some of them do have sales that come in, and they do go purchase out of their own pocket, and they will tell you, hey, I purchased this out of my own pocket. But some of them are not. So I don't want you guys to go into doggone bankruptcy trying to keep up with the Joneses of influencers, and these people are not spending their money. So please, please, please don't put yourself in that position. Okay, so we're going to finish this out because I got to eat my dinner. It's late.
It's super color at all. But to me, it's the relationship has to be more important than like, you gave me a link, here you go, and blah, blah, blah. Nah, care about me because what else? So anyway, that's another conversation.
Because we went down on this, but let's go back to white toner and DTF. All right, so I'm looking forward to this event.
Yes.
In New York. It's going to be great. People that want to attend, I'm going to get a link and put the link in the description of this video after we go off, so you guys can check it out and see if you guys want to attend. All of us are going to be there. All the influencers that space right now, because we have so many resources available to us as far as like supplementing and replacing our incomes and stuff like that. And we have options, and it's good to have options. Have competition, because you can go all these different transfer companies routes. So you buy transfers. You can choose who you want to buy your transfers from, and with confidence that you're going to have a good product. So like it's good.
Yes, but study where you get it from. Like they say, like not all money is good money. Not all transfers are good transfers. So
we learned that before.
You know who you're going to, and that they understand that their product. That they understand what it is. Look, my boss is going to pop up. Look, always. It never fails. That's why people are like, oh yeah, your son's in content. Say what's up to Dub. I'll find it for you. My boss is in everything. No matter what I do, because I'm a full-time dad, so he's in everything that I do. But yeah, so I say, man, like, and again, let me just again reiterate that. And anything I said, it's not a knock to Supercolor or anybody like that. We're just being honest so that we can help each other grow. And I think that anybody can be this belief that you can't be that. I struggle. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making bread like that. Although I have a successful business, I'm not more financially stable than the next person. I make just enough to pay my bills. But the thing is, I have a dream, I have a passion, I have a goal, and I have this belief that I'm going to turn it into something. And I'll leave with this one is there's a company who, like I was saying, the way that, our buddy Stan promoted Supercolor, right? And we saw how they grew. There was a company, I saw them in 2021. It was one dude, and there's probably gonna be some people in the comments that know about him already. I saw one guy pumping Ninja transfers on Facebook. Every time I pop up, I'm like, and it was just him talking about it, didn't have all these printers. And now if you look at Ninja transfers today, I would have to say he's got a huge warehouse space, all these industrial printers, he's shooting transfers out left and right.
I remember Ninja transfers.
The Supercolor of DTF, but and that motivated me even more.
Huge. I saw them at the Atlanta City Trade Show. That was
right, and that
out somewhere.
Right, but I saw them posting transfer stuff. 2021. Yeah, 2020, right?
Wow, they said they've been in the game for a long time.
Yeah, they weren't brand new, right? But so I say that to say that if that one person can take a couple Facebook posts and turn it into this humongous company today, even if I never do that, at least I wake up every single day with this goal in mind and this motivation that keeps me driving towards that. So I tell you, even don't go in thinking that's going to happen overnight, because it's not. But as long as you have something to work towards, even if it never happens, at least you woke up and you worked towards your goal and that dream every single day, right? So I now look at it like I don't have to be a millionaire overnight. I just want to work with the hopes that maybe this vision that I have, actually turns into something. Yeah, I believe it.
It definitely will, man. Because even when I first met you, I always been saying the same thing to you, like, yo, man, you gotta take care of yourself before you take care of other people. Right. If you're not well in all aspects, you're not going to be able to look out for other people, right?
Right.
So as much as we like to look out for everybody else and make sure everybody else is good, guess what? You can't do it. I'll say it again. You can't do it if you're not good. You're going to be caught in your deathbed, struggling, trying to get a sandwich picked out of your house or your apartment, trying to look out for somebody else, and then realize, dang, I should have took care of myself. And then if I took care of myself, then I could have looked out for everybody else. So I love seeing your growth, man, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. And I'm excited. Exciting times for everybody.
One last question.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say one more thing. Like, get your coins together, guys, and get the equipment that you want to get, because your money is better spent on this equipment than sitting in the bank collecting absolutely nothing. All right, so get your equipment. And when you get your equipment, use our affiliate links too. Give the little guys some little kickback, because it's the same money.
Yeah, it helps.
Money. So
yeah, that helps. Yeah, if anyone's on, I know we're trying to build this YouTube thing. I'm not a YouTuber. I just do YouTube.
Go subscribe to. Hit the link. Go subscribe to T-Shirt Buddy on YouTube, and go subscribe. Yeah. Follow T-Shirt Buddy on
or Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram is my home. You can't. I'm the T-Shirt Buddy on IG. That's my home. YouTube is all Alan's. Come have fun with me on IG while we build Alan's IG, and he helps me build my YouTube, vice versa. But we need each other to help each other grow, And same thing with everyone here. Man, like, you follow, I'm gonna follow. I support. Trust me, like I support and follow everything.
Shout out to Levi Apparel too. Shout out to Levi. Shout out to
Levi.
Guys. Give you guys a pat on the back for sitting through this live. I greatly appreciate everybody that showed up in this live today. I hope you found something of some value watching this video. And come on out to the event in North Jersey. Like I said, I'm gonna post a link so you guys can check it out.
New York.
In New York, rather. Yeah, come out to the event if you are in the area. It's going to be very, very enlightening. It's going to uplift you, and it's going to send you home recharged, ready to attack your business in another way, right? And that's why I always encourage people to come out to these events, because sometimes we all get down in a funk, and we need something to pick us up, and this will definitely pick us up. All right?
Yeah. So, hey, live on my IG, I'm bringing you back onto mine. I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna bring him back on my IG live, so we're gonna continue this.
100%. So we'll let you guys know. I'll post something in the community tab to let you guys know when I'll be on Ruben's IG. All right. So, hey man, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right.
Okay. So I think I missed that question. I kind of must have went over it or whatever, but I kind of want to just kind of go ahead and get through with that. He asked one last question to that guy, and he asked him in the event that uh, if he had a choice, which one would he do? And he stated that he would do white toner. Even though it was more expensive or whatever the case may be, he still would do white toner. Um, Not that I'm trying to push white toner, don't get me wrong. I like DTF. I just don't like the maintenance and the clogging of DTF. So I did. Okay, I'm gonna move y'all over here because I can't see over here, and y'all behind my camera. Okay, all right. I did sublimation in dark t-shirts for years, and they rock. And that can get done. Don't get me wrong, it can get done. I have seen sublimation on dark color shirts, and that's why I make double sure I know about what it is that I'm doing before. That's why I make doubly sure I know about what it is I'm doing before I get the public involved with me selling them my merchandise. I waited 2 years before actually selling a DTF shirt. Yeah, you have to make sure you perfect your craft. You have to make sure you have everything in line that you can provide a quality service. It's nothing wrong with having quantity, but if your quantity doesn't produce quality, and it doesn't give you that same output every time, then you're wasting that client's time and money. And if you can't produce that quality product, if they pay for it up front, you need to give them their money back and tell them, sorry, I wasted your time. And I hope you can find somebody else that can fix this or do this for you because I wasn't able to do so. Just own up to it. People will respect you more and probably come back to you again because you owned up to what you could not do. And you give them time to go ahead and get that done with someone else. So, yeah, I agree. And my DTF shirts rock. Hey, that's what's up. I did DTF. Yeah. Hey, I still do DTF. I don't do a lot of DTF clothing, but I do not DTF. I do a lot of sublimation, but I don't do a lot of sublimation clothing. I do a lot of sublimation stuff for my vendor events. Like I do the tags, the coasters, the tumblers, all that type of stuff. I don't do a whole lot of sublimation. I don't do DTF. I order my DTF transfers. I found that to be better for me. Because I don't have to worry about the struggles of producing it. I just pay for it. Get a game sheet or two, and I'm good. Go to a show, press. I'm good. I swear. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Believe me. I'm telling you, it's the best thing. Actually, I'm about to put an order in now for some sublimation. I have a vendor event coming up. I'm going to put an order in submission screen print soon for me and printable vinyl. Yeah, I still have printable vinyl. I did a lot of echo solvent with the printable vinyl. However, truth be told, my eco solvent tank clogged, and I am not doing that any longer. I'm sorry. I'll probably be selling my vinyl. So it is what it is. I can't do the clogs. And if I can't come back to you and you're working and you producing the same amount of quality product that I had from the beginning, I can't do it. So I just will not be using my my eco solvent, my eco tanks for nothing else. I can't do it. Mm-mm. Not gonna be able to move forward with it. Any questions about our live today? There was a brief one. It was not something that's gonna be long drawn out today. It's Sunday. We got to get ready to go to work tomorrow. I know I do, and I know I don't want to. Even though, hey, I gotta go do what I gotta do. Oh, you just unclogged your 2720 got clogged? I can't even believe it. With the sublimation ink? And you using it. Dang. See, ain't nobody safe in the land of of conversion of ain't nobody safe in the land of conversion printers nowadays. Ain't nobody safe. Ain't safe. I'm not converting. When I get my printers back, I'm not converting them. I refuse to convert. That was good. Thank you. I was trying to bring some quality content, and like I said, I was looking for some things to kind of back up the information that we actually talked to. However, I don't want to always be the one who give you the information. I want to have others to give you insight. Now, ADub, I don't know where ADub is located. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see my what you call it? But that dude, T-shirt buddy, he's over in LA. So he works with E40 and some other rapper artists over on the West Coast. So he does a lot of transfers and things for them. So he has a lot more insight. Not to mention, he's been doing this way before I even started doing mine in 2020. I got my printer in late 2020, early 2021. I was rocking and rolling. I had it for. This is the gotcha, y'all. Okay, so I bought that thing, and it set for like 4 months with ink already in it now. I bought it from the lady, 4 months. I moved and got settled, set it up, still didn't use it for a whole nother 7 months. I didn't know how. I had to go through some training. So I looked online, got some videos, and then I actually learned how to set it up and use the software, because I had to figure out the software, the RIP software, or the whatever software it's called. Then I had to figure out how to do the settings. Once I did the settings, then I started using the printer. So it had set almost a year before I actually used it. So I'm just telling you, it's a good little thingy. No, this is the new. You said the ET. You said the 2720. I thought your 15,000 was the newest one, right? Conversion is not for the lighthearted, baby. Conversion ain't for nobody, hearted or unhearted. That conversion is a beast. When I tell you it's a beast, I will not convert. If it's not already something that is supposed to be in that, I'm not converting them. That's just my rule of thumb at this point. It was a printer we found at okay. The new one. Okay, that's the newest one. Okay. Yeah, it may have had an issue already. It's probably why I was over there. Go 3 ET that. Nope. I'm not converting anything. If you guys don't have any other questions, I appreciate you guys joining me on this Sunday. It's been great. I've enjoyed you guys, and I'm glad I provided some information that was informative to you. If you like the content that we've been providing, please like and subscribe. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, we'll be bringing more content to you daily, morning motivations and things I find that has been, I don't know what's going on, that has been great, information that you guys need to know about, as well as new information that I think that, we need to, honey, we've been at it all day watching Boss Lady videos. Trying to unclog. Baby, I took them 2 ETs over there to her. I dropped them off. I took them and dropped here. Say here. Oh boy, you need to take a break. Love the content. Thanks for showing. I appreciate you guys for spending the rest of your 1 hour and 1 minute with me. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to hit me up on my channel. I'll see you guys in the morning. And no other questions. That baby John. Oh, it's printing. Yeah, she got it printing now. She's pretty good. She all right now. She rocking and rolling. She ready to roll. You ladies, thank you for joining. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Like and subscribe.